Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 4th through the 10th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. The overall energy for the reading, the Six of Cups. There's a soul connection somewhere in the mix here, so we'll find it. We'll see. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. In the recent past, the King of Swords, the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so there's your energy, there's another energy. You're doing something together that looks to contribute somehow to your stability, at least, if not yours together. I don't know. We'll see. So far, looks okay. In the current situation, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so now you're showing me clearly a partnership. You're showing me the passion that you put towards that partnership, but you're also showing me a sense of defeat. Almost like, I can't do it. I don't know what you can't do. Maybe bring out that passion. Maybe it's not the way it used to be. I don't know. Maybe you're tired. I have no idea. Something's up with this partnership, basically. Or with your perception over it, or what you can or can't give to it anymore. In the immediate future, the Sun, the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess. Ooh, things are looking good here. You're definitely gaining back that passion. Not sure if for that partnership, but in general. You're looking confident, you're looking good, you're looking happy. And you're super in tune with your intuition there. So, okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Six of Cups. The Death card, the Fool, the Moon. Hoi, hoi, hoi. What? Holy crap. Okay, so there's something going on within this partnership for sure. I would say something transitional. Not sure if it's transiting out of here, because it kind of comes with that idea. Then you got the Fool and the Moon. It's kind of like a bittersweet type of an energy, because on one hand it's looking like, okay, well, you know, yeah, transitioning out, but at the same time your energy is lifted up when it comes to this too, almost in the sense of let's keep it alive or something. Okay, let's do the King of Swords in the recent past. You get the Five of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Okay, so on the surface, as I said, the energies look okay here. Your energy and another energy. You got something going on here. On the surface, it looks okay. Deep down, somebody, and I feel like it's you, are in here. You're in here, showing up for this 100%. You're also keeping your options open there. So even though you're showing up 100%, you're not really 100%. Because some percentage of you is definitely kind of looking someplace else as options. I don't know. Something is deceptive about this whole situation here. For the King of Wands, you get the Emperor, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Why isn't it? Nobody's giving 100% here. They look like they are. But it's like, nah, it's kind of a reserved type of an energy. Is it maybe the beginning of things in which, I don't know, let's see where this goes, kind of a thing, where nobody throws themselves 100% from the get-go. Well, but it could be that, because I'm not saying, even though that's the redundant part, because on the surface it looks like, yeah, you are, both of you are in there doing this, 100%. And then I take it a step back and I look a little bit underneath and I'm like, neither of you are. Really. You want to, you're there with it, but No, 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 no. For the 10 of Pentacles, you get the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. You can't not commit to something here and have expectations that would result in commitment, if this is you. Because there's somebody here that is showing me clearly that they're part of something. They're not involved in that something from what they're telling me. And they're like, no, I'm separated from that actually, but I'm in it. But I'm not in it. I'm separated. I'm keeping myself separated from it. And then create expectations for things to change for the better. Where's the involvement in with that expectation? Okay, so let's say you are expecting for things to work out here. How do you plan to do that if you don't involve yourself in it? You know? Again, if that's you. There's a little bit of a wishy-washy type of an energy in there. On both ends. That's the irony. I usually see it on one end, and I'm like, oh, hold on. It's there. It's just coming out in different ways. From one energy to the other. For the 3 of Pentacles, in the current situation, you get the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the Empress. Okay, so one of you could be starting to, put it out there. Like, hey, it's kind of feeling a little tough here. It's, I don't know what's going on exactly, but I'm not feeling very good here. I'm not feeling 100% about this. So one of you could at least express that by the looks of it. And it's very, very tough. But I think the situation definitely needs honesty, and it looks like if it's not happening yet, it wants to happen. This energy of, let me just throw it out there. Let's see what happens, Let's do the Knight of Wands. The Devil, the Queen of Cups, the 5 of Cups. Who is pissed off here? Somebody got pissed off. Let's say you are putting it out there. Let's say this is, a business partnership, right? And you come in at some point after some time and say, I'm not feeling it. It's not really working out for me. It's, you're being honest about it. And I think this is how this started. Hey, let's be honest about shit, right? But then eventually you do mention it. Man, the reaction, uncanny. Very aggressive in how they respond. Very passionate, very fiery, but very defensive. Then at the end of it, after they created this shit show of a response, they're like, but I mean that in the most loving way possible. Yeah, I'm sure you do. So I don't know who this is. Who's who here? I really don't. Usually I lean places where I feel like it could be more you, but because there's at least 2 energies here, I'm not getting it this time. No leaning side. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The reaction to the truth should definitely tell you something here, because it's not nice. It is wrapped around in a bow of love of, hey, but I mean that in the best way possible, For the 10 of Swords, in the current situation, you get the 2 of Wands, the Chariot, the Tower. Yeah, it could just crash this all together. In my opinion, I feel like it's best because it was built up on a pretty crooked foundation there. And then if the truth actually breaks this all together, then that's your answer right there, whatever this partnership is, right? I feel like, if it doesn't bring out something healthy, the fact that somebody opens up truthfully here, and in all actuality it brings out something nasty, then again, that should be your answer right there for whatever this is. It does look like this is kind of the cherry on top, where it kind of drops this whole dynamic on its head. It's looking for some reason that it's not happening right away. Maybe right now, I don't know, there's triggering energies, there's all sorts of things, and it's like, and then it kind of stays that way for a little bit. But this is the downfall, basically. When this happens, it's happening. The downfall is there. And then after some time, it might actually really crash. Like you see it, they see it, everybody sees it, you know? Okay. Let me do the sun in the immediate future. The Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Strength card. Okay. I mean, there's almost like a secretive type of an energy here. A little bit of, you know, as you make your way out of this, kind of looking back at the disaster that just happened, and you dust yourself off. You're like, ooh, man. In all honesty, I get the sense that you feel kind of relieved and kind of happy that, okay, I'm walking away from this shit show. On the surface, you're showing up almost concerned a little bit, like, but I kind of want for everybody involved to be okay out of this, you know? So you're kind of concerned about what's really going to result out of that. But underneath it all, I get a sense of happiness. You're just not showing that. Yeah, I'm out of here. Yay, you know. You're not. You're kind of keep it to yourself there. For the Queen of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Six of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups. It's not a pretty exit. It's not a pretty exit. And it's not because of anything you're doing. So now I'm starting to lean towards, I think the little aggressive energy there is not you. I think you're at the other end of it. I think you're at the receiving end. You might be the one that just throws the truth out there and then bam. I feel like this whole situation is actually starting to reveal its true colors. And when it does that, you don't like those colors. Not your type of colors. And you're starting to, if not physically, at least energetically, definitely starting to walk away from this. When it's going to happen in the physical, again, you're going to be met with quite the resistance. I'm not surprised from that type of an energy. At this point, it's looking like they're going to do it anyway, just to spite you or something. Like, you know. But you're keeping steady. You're like, dude, good riddance. You know. So even though it may not feel good here in the current situation, and you may feel like the truth just blew up in your face, when you get to this point, I feel like you're going to realize that, yeah, I think that's for the best. You know, whatever happened there, whatever this brought out, I think it's better this way. For the High Priestess, you get the Seven of Swords, the Star, the Page of Swords. Yeah, you know, slowly but surely, the physical aspect of you actually walking away from this is definitely coming into play. You're not rushing here, you know, you're kind of going with what you feel. And yeah, this is something that's definitely coming down, you know. And I don't think that was the intention. I don't think the intention was, let's bring this down. You know, but I think it's one of those, the truth shall set you free types of things. And I think that it did. You may have really dodged a bullet here. But again, you may not think that way as it's happening, because it's not looking pretty. I'm not going to lie to you, you know. It's not looking the best. In terms of what's kind of coming back. You'll be okay, though. From the universe for you, as a final advice, you get the Five of Cups, the Chariot, the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, again, the foundation. Nobody paid attention to the foundation here. It was damaged a while ago. You know, it was bound to fall at some point. No matter if you spoke up or not or whatever, something was bound to, you know, a little bit of bad weather, a little bit of rain. That's it, crumbling down. Something was bound to bring it down at some point. The universe kind of says it was about time. Because the foundation was not, you know, the healthiest. So, it wouldn't have lasted forever, that's for sure. So, yeah, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.